Ida Wilson dove for 20 years without a coach. She did so because she had a passion for the sport. She put her talent on display at water shows and pool grand opening events. At age 35, she began diving with Olympic coach Lyle Draves. In 1975, she went on to coach with Draves at the Kramer Club in Rolling Hills, California. Draves retired 3 years later, and Ida took over as head coach. Ida's success in coaching helped propel her youngest daughter, Krista, to a junior national championship, as well as a silver medal at the 1981 FINA World Junior Championships. But this was not the only coaching Ida did. She shared her love of the sport with so many others by teaching trampoline and diving in her backyard pool. She did this free of charge because she wanted to give back what the sport was able to give to her. Ida spent much of her focus on developing young divers, and her work paid off as her divers soon started competing in and winning junior national competitions.
She always showed up to the pool deck in pink and purple tie-dye sweatsuits, and as a little girl, I thought that was awesome.
She had the perfect combination of fun and being challenging at the same time. And when she would tell you that you were ready for a dive, you knew you were ready for a dive, and you would give it your all.
Whenever you didn't know what you were doing, or you didn't know how to do a dive, or you weren't pointing your toes right, she would get in the water and she would do the dive for you. She would be right there with you doing it, which was always a lot of fun.
When Ida was not coaching, she was competing as a USA Masters diver. In her 40-plus years of diving masters, she garnered over 45 national and Grand Masters championship titles. Ida retired from competition 2 years ago at the age of 88. Ida and her husband, Dick Wilson, moved to Texas in 1995 to coach with their daughter, Krista, at one of the premier diving teams in the country, the GC Divers, where she served as the main trampoline coach and continues to work on developing young divers.
Thank you for building the foundation of my diving career.
You really built my diving career, and you saw courage in me when I didn't see it in myself as a little girl. I have so many great memories with you and Dick and Kurt.
When I started diving with you when I was 9, you gave me the courage and the confidence and taught me how to be determined. And it's actually just carried through with everything I've done in my life.
I was a hyper child, and staying focused was very hard for me, and Ida taught me to stay focused, and I have used that my entire life, and I appreciate that so much.
Diving is so much more than just a sport, and the people in it are so much more than just a community. It is a family and a home away from home, and Ida is the matriarch of that family.
You did more for me than coach. You and Mr. Wilson truly helped raise me. You taught me strength, grit, determination, all lessons that took me well beyond diving. So I am forever in debt to you and forever in awe of you for everything you've accomplished in your life. There is nobody more deserving of this honor than you.
Ida's husband, Dick, will always be remembered as the golden voice of United States diving.
Ladies and gentlemen, our champions.
Dick announced the 1984, 1988, and 1996 Olympic Games, as well as countless national and international events.
8 1/2, 9 8.
He also served as the competition director for the 1984 Los Angeles Olympic Games. Dick started announcing to get involved in the same activity his wife and children were passionate about. He was meticulous about name pronunciation. When he began announcing international events, he spoke with divers and coaches in advance. He didn't want a name mispronunciation to get a diver out of his or her zone prior to competing. His attention to detail is what helped him gain respect amongst divers and coaches all over the globe. He also served as the first senior vice president of the United States Diving Incorporated, which later became known as USA Diving, and was a trustee of the U.S. Diving Foundation. Dick was also a master promoter of the sport as he created and published Diving World magazine to publicize diving. He also went on to serve as an advisory member of the Olympic International Diving Committee and received the United States Congressional Award for his contributions to the sport of diving. When Dick and Ida moved to Grapevine, Texas, he took over as the Grapevine Colleyville High School diving coach, as well as served as the club coach. He was later inducted into the University of Texas Swimming and Diving Hall of Fame for his lifetime achievement contributions.
Mainly I remember the Wilsons for one thing, and that was the power of their smiles. They always brought a positive attitude to the sport, and you always felt that they really enjoyed what they were doing. And the message was that we should all enjoy what we were doing, and that was a great gift.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome Ida and Dick Wilson into the USA Diving Rings of Honor Hall of Fame as honor contributors.